welcome everybody to number 63 of the Friday morning warm-ups, and we've got the usual potpourri of things to do this morning. So let's get started straight away, and as you know, we're going to do a little bit of clapping, and so I'm just going to put onto the screen the clapping pattern. Now, there we go, you should be able to see that. Now, the astute amongst you will recognise that as what we did last week. So a rhythm called partito alto, and it's got 2 on beats followed by 4 off beats followed by 2 on beats, and so I've kind of on off on pattern. Now, the reason I put it there is because if you look at beat 3, or not beat 3, but the position of beat 3, which is the rest, if we start there, we'll of course get 4 off beats followed by 4 on beats, and this is a partito alto variation. So really it's the same pattern but just started on the beat 3, so you can think of it as a pattern in its own right. So this is the pattern we're going to clap today anyway. And if you'd like to get your feet clapping, get your feet clapping, that'd be a clever thing. That's what seals do. If you get your feet stomping away, left, right, with the metronome. Let me just speed that up a little bit. And okay, I've got my feet going. You might be able to hear them going boom, 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 boom. So it's a good little exercise for doing when you're walking downtown or through the park. And then after 4, I'd like you to clap that rhythm on the top line. Here we go. After 4, 1, oh, hang on, timer going. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I got off to a wrong start there. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. There we go. Partito alto variation. And good. All right. If you'd like to grab your instruments carefully, don't break them as you grab them. And we'll do a little bit of warm up just for a minute. So just play some long notes, play some arpeggios, twiddle your strings, and I'm going to be playing concert E flat. So if you want to play along to that, here we go. Maybe a bit of singing as well. One, 2, 3, 4, and rest. Okay. Right, we're going to be doing a little bit of a chromatic exercise now, and a little bit different to before because we've always gone up the whole octave in the past. But all we're going to do this time is go from concert E flat up to the halfway point, and the halfway point between E flat and an octave E flat is A. It's in fact a tritone. If you look on the circle of fifths, it's the opposite side to the so in the circle. Tritone is 3 tones or 6 semitones. So we're going to go up from concert E flat to A. So just so you're clear, that'll be F to B for B flat instruments, and that will be C to F sharp for E flat instruments. But for concert instruments, E flat to A. So we're just going to go from E flat to A and then back down again, back to E flat. So just doing the first half of the octave. Just concentrates the mind a little bit, just doing it slightly differently. Here we go. After 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are, and down. Let's do that again. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now if we now go to the A, which is the tritone, the one that we reached, the note that we reached, and do the same pattern, the same number of notes, we will reach the E flat, the octave. So we're going to do the same number of notes and reach concert E flat there. So we're doing the top half of the chromatic scale, second half. So here we go, after 4. So we're going, this time we're going from A up to E flat and down again. And after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. After again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Let's do the whole chromatic scale now from E flat right up to E flat, passing through that A halfway point, and down again. Yep, all the way up, E flat, up to E flat, and back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Let's speed that up. So we're now up to 130 beats a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster, faster, faster. 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 2 more to go. We're going to take it over 200 today. So up to 190. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. I know this is easier on some instruments than others, so don't worry if you're finding the next one, 220, a little bit quick. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I fluffed it up at the end. There we go. Good. Right, let's move on. So that's the chromatic scale, and we're on to the instrument, the exercise sheet. Always just sounds a little bit scholarly, doesn't it? The exercise sheet. The main warm-up sheet. So if you'd like to get that in front of you in one form or another. And today's scale is, well, it's a mode really. It's the E flat Lydian mode. And the Lydian mode, regardless of whether it's E flat or F or anything else, is a major sounding mode. So it's got a major third in it and it's got a major seventh. But the difference between the Lydian and the actual major scale is it's got a sharpened fourth. The fourth note of the major scale, if you sharpen it, so for example if it was C, it would be F. If you sharpen the F to F sharp, you get the Lydian scale. And all the modes have got one note different to their kind of neighbour. The Lydian scale is thought of as being the brightest of all scales because it's got a sharpened fourth, a sharpened third, a sharpened seventh, and not a sharpened fifth. Whereas the major has got only the regular fourth. So I've got on the other way of thinking about it, because I like to give different ways of looking at this. The other way of thinking of the Lydian scale is that it's the fourth degree of the B flat major scale, or of any scale. It's the fourth degree. So if you count back, Lydian being the fourth note of B flat, E flat, D, go back down 4, you'll get to B flat. And the B flat major scale is the kind of the root or the parent of the Lydian scale. So if you put it another way, hope you're still following this. If you're on a B flat major scale and you start from the fourth note, the E flat, and go all the way up through the same B flat notes, you'll play the Lydian scale. That sounded more confusing than it was in my head originally, but anyway, it's the fourth degree of the B flat major scale. Any questions on a postcard and I'll try and answer them. Right, so what we're going to do now is play that first bar that's on the screen there, and which is the concert E flat Lydian scale or mode. So here we go, bar 1, just once. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do the second bar, descending, same thing, descending. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's the Lydian scale. Now, if you took the first, the third, the fifth, and the seventh in order to derive the basic chord that it comes from, you'll get the major seventh arpeggio, the chord, and that's for the bars 3 and 4 on this line. So we're now going to play the arpeggio of the scale of the chords, rather, E flat major seventh. So let's just do bars 3 and 4, and you just need to resolve it on the last, just at the end with the root note. So bars 3 and 4, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Do that again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Root, third, fifth, seventh, octave, seventh, fifth, third, root. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the major seventh arpeggio. Let's move on to the second line now, and here we've got we're still on the E flat Lydian mode, and we're just putting it into an exercise form. We've done this one quite a bit, this sort of rhythm. So we're just going to work our way up the scale in these little 3-note groupings, following the rhythm shown. So after 4, whole line, or a whole second line. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. yes, and I hope you're spotting there which note is actually the raised fourth. So in the scale would be the major scale is this one. So it's that fourth note going up that scale. Is a concert A instead of an A flat. Right, on to the third line. Let's play that. This is kind of the same thing, but back descending. So starting on the top note. 1, 2, whole line. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, good, good. All right, let's move on now. We've got the rhythms bit to do now, so we're on to the penultimate line on the sheet. And these rhythms are based on the major seventh arpeggio. So the 4 notes you're going to be playing are from that major seventh arpeggio we had on the top line. And as always, I'm always interested to know if there are songs which start on these notes, on this pattern of notes, as a way of kind of helping recognize them when you hear them. And got some good examples of this one. The arpeggio, which is essentially a major seventh arpeggio, regardless of whether it's in E flat or not, is at the beginning of I Thought About You, the song I Thought About You, which Romany, Kay and Jeff all suggested, so it's clearly a well-known one. It's also the beginning of the song I Can't Get Started. Romany and Kay both came up that one. And Lois, who's not here, but she suggested I Loves You Porgy, and which certainly does start on that I love you Porgy. In fact, I don't know if we'll ever get as far as this, but that's a major ninth arpeggio, so it goes beyond the major seventh arpeggio and reaches the major ninth. But I mean, these Gershwin and all these guys, they know this stuff. Probably thought, that's a nice way to start a song. Hope the singer can sing it. And yeah, so I Loves You Porgy actually starts on a major ninth. That's from Porgy and Bess, of course, Gershwin. Yeah, so okay, good. Right, there's some examples there of songs which start on the major seventh arpeggio. So let's do that first bar where it says rhythms, and we're just going to repeat that first bar. So just the major seventh arpeggio. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. One more time. But yes, we're going to end all these phrases on the 7th, aren't we? Which is not the best place to end something. But okay, moving on to the second bar. Now this, you can see, looks fairly similar, but is on the offbeat of each beat. So same arpeggio, but just on the offbeat. So let's just do it once, just to get comfortable with that. So second bar, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's loop that second bar. 2, 3, 4. Last time. Oh, that's tricky. It's hard not to wander back onto the beat with that one. But yeah, okay, that's the offbeat version. On to the third bar, and we just need to play that once just to make sure that's under the fingers, or in the mouth, if that's what you call it, say. Here we go, third bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite a bit of offbeating going on there as well. Syncopation, they would call that, if there's a significant amount of offbeats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's loop that third bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Okay, on to bar 4. Hope it's going well for you so far, and you're warming up nicely. Okay, the triplet at the beginning, although it's just the first 2 beats of a triplet, so instead of being da-da-da, one-iana, it's a da-da, da-da-da, instead of diddly-da. That's my way of thinking of it anyway. And a little offbeat right at the end. So quite a long gap. Long rest. I bet you want a long rest, don't you? So let's do that 4th bar just once. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 2, 3, 4. Let's loop it. Number 4. 2, 3, 4. Last time. All those major 7ths at the end, I want to resolve them. There we go. Okay. Actually, this next one doesn't end on the major 7th. It goes back to the root note. So we're going to do the bottom line now, and the first 2 bars. This is a 2-bar pattern. Looks like it's based on a cascara rhythm. You quite often find this. Those cascara rhythms and partito altos, people use them in their compositions and their soloing and so on as a rhythmic basis of a phrase, but they obviously mask it with melody as well, just by changing it. In fact, montunos, anyone who's into playing the piano, montunos and so on, basically at the beginning end anyway, are just cascara rhythms, the sort of things we've been doing recently, 2-bar patterns, but played as arpeggios. So whatever the arpeggios of the song, follow the arpeggios of the chords, but put it to a cascara rhythm, and you'll get an authentic sounding Cuban montuno. How about that? Right. So let's do that. Those first 2 bars of the bottom line after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now, if that was played as a rhythm, it will simply be ba 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 ba, and we've done that, haven't we? Doesn't that sound familiar as a rhythm? Yeah. So it's just one of those Cascaro rhythms with a tune. Let's do that again. Loop it this time. So first two bars of the bottom line looped. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Wonderful. Okay, we always stick some triplets in. So the third bar, da 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 da. That's my impression of a triplet bar. So bar 3, just play it once. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Now loop it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. And on to the final bar. Just need to get some semiquavers out of our system here. There's 12 of them to get out. And so 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and would be the actual basic rhythm. Except this is just on each of the first 3 of each pattern. So it'd be da 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 rhythmically, but working its way up the arpeggio. So let's have a go just doing that once. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Let's loop it. 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Last time. Okie dokie, and that's it on our sheet. So if you'd like to put that down, we can move on to the last part of the session this morning. And it's, as always, me doing a little bit of strumming. By all means, please strum along. This is a chord sequence which is in the kind of Lydian mode. In other words, it's taking chords from B flat major, but sort of basing them around the E flat rather than the B flat. And trying not to get it to resolve to B flat, which is quite hard. So, okay, I'm just going to strum that for a minute, and you can play along with your arpeggios, or you can use that E flat Lydian scale if you want to practice improvising over this, or play some chord tones or some long notes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time, all the way. Here we go. Finish on the first chord. Yeah, good. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for coming along, and I'll be back next week with another session, so I hope you can come along too. And that's it. So if you'd like to unmute yourselves and just say goodbye to everybody.
Hello, thank you. Next week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. Bye, everybody.
Bye, thank you, Dave.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Have a nice
Bye, all.
weekend. Good night.
Yeah, have a nice weekend. Yeah.
The next one.
Yeah.
Thanks,
See you
Dave.
next time.
Happy day.
Cheers. Bye bye.